Come closer, my friend, and sit with me for a quiet moment. If your mind feels tired, even when your body has done very little, you are not weak. Maybe you ask, why is my mind always tired? You are human. And once, in a forest ruled by sunlight, a little monkey learned why a mind can feel heavier than a stone. I will tell you what the forest taught him, and perhaps it will teach you too. His name was Momo. He was a restless brown monkey with wide, anxious eyes. Even on peaceful days, his feet could not stay still. He jumped from branch to branch like a spark. His thoughts jumped the same way. One thought shouted, "Hurry!" Another screamed, "What if you fail?" Another whispered, "Look somewhere else." Not far away lived Tiku, a large old turtle with a rough shell and calm eyes. Tiku moved slowly, but he never looked lost. He took the next step, then the next, without fighting the day. Often he would sit very still, watching the wind move through the treetops, reading what the forest quietly said. That morning, he had noticed something. The eastern wind carried a faint trace of moisture, and small birds were flying back from beyond the ridge, full and unhurried. Then one season, the rains did not come. The river shrank, leaves turned brittle, fruit fell too early, small and hard. The forest grew quiet in a scared way. In the eastern distance, beyond the ridge, a valley held a large stone shaped like a sleeping lion, half hidden in the trees. Tiku had seen it once, long ago, and remembered that the ground near it stayed damp even in dry seasons. A famine crept in like a shadow. Momo felt it in his stomach, and fear filled his head. "I must find food," Momo told himself. "Now! If I stop, I will lose." So he ran. He ran north, scanning every tree. "Maybe there," Momo muttered. No fruit. He spun south. "No, it must be south," he insisted, climbing and searching until his chest burned. Nothing. He shot east, searching only the near eastern trees at the edge of the forest, before his mind pulled him away again. "East is lucky," Momo said, but he found only dry branches and hungry faces near the tree line. No fruit. He dashed west. "West will save me," he whispered, and still he found nothing. His legs moved fast, but his thoughts moved faster, dragging him from one hope to the next. Inside his head, it was never quiet. By sunset, Momo's legs shook. His mouth was dry. He sat on a rock and pressed his hands to his head. The forest around him was still, but inside him there was a storm. Momo panted. "Why am I so tired? I ran everywhere. I did everything." Then his voice cracked. "And I found nothing." A slow scraping sound came from the path behind him. Tiku was walking, one steady step at a time. He had set out since morning from just beyond this same rock, moving in his slow way toward the eastern valley, following what the wind had told him. He had seen Momo sprint past him twice during the day, moving too fast to hear a word. Dust clung to his shell, but his eyes were soft, like water that does not panic when wind touches it. Tiku nodded and said, "Good evening, Momo." Momo snapped, "There is nothing good about it. I am starving." Tiku paused, listening. Then he asked, "Where have you been today?" Momo threw his arms wide. "Everywhere. North, south, east, west. I chased every maybe. I chased every hope." Tiku's calm eyes stayed on him. "And how many paths did you truly walk?" Momo frowned. "All of them." Tiku shook his head slowly. "No, little one. You walked a few steps on many paths. Your feet ran, but your mind ran ahead and pulled you away." Momo looked down at his trembling fingers. "So what should I do? Sit here and think about food until I faint?" Tiku's voice stayed gentle. "No, I will show you something. But first, you must do one hard thing." He lowered his head. "Empty your mind for a moment." Momo gave a tired laugh. "Empty my mind? My mind is the only thing running." Tiku said, "That is why you are exhausted." Momo's ears drooped. "Then teach me, please." Tiku pointed to the ground. "Sit. Put your hands on your belly. Feel it rise. Feel it fall." Tiku breathed in slowly, and Momo tried to follow. At first, Momo's breath came in quick bites. Momo whispered, "My thoughts won't stop." Tiku replied, "Let them talk. You do not have to answer. Do not chase them. Let them pass like birds." Momo closed his eyes. A thought yelled, "Go!" Another hissed, "You are wasting time." Another cried, "What if Tiku is wrong?" Momo almost stood, but he stayed. He breathed again. "Even if Tiku is wrong," he thought, "this noise is not helping me." Little by little, as the sky above the trees slowly deepened toward dusk, Momo's shoulders dropped. The noise did not vanish, but it moved farther away, like thunder rolling off. Tiku said, "Now choose one simple thing to do, not 4 directions. One." Momo swallowed. "One path." Tiku nodded. "I have been watching the sun and the wind since morning. There is a valley deeper to the east, far beyond the near tree line where you searched, where the ground still holds moisture. A fruit tree grows near that stone shaped like a sleeping lion." Momo's eyes widened. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" Tiku smiled. "I tried, but you were moving too fast to hear. A still mind is the only one that can receive directions." They started walking together. Momo's body wanted to sprint, but Tiku kept a steady pace. Step, breathe. Step, breathe. On the way, Momo's mind tried to drag him ahead. "What if the tree is gone?" it whispered. "What if someone gets there first?" Momo felt panic rise. Tiku said softly, "When your mind runs ahead, bring it back to your feet. Feel the ground. Take the next step." Momo whispered, "This feels too slow." Tiku answered, "Slow is not the enemy. Noise is." When the sky turned pink, they reached the valley. The air felt cooler. The soil looked darker. Momo smelled something sweet, faint but real. Then he saw it. A fruit tree stood beside the stone that looked like a sleeping lion, just as Tiku had said. The tree was not full, but it held enough fruit for 2 friends. Momo stared, then cried, "It was here." His voice shook with relief. "It was here the whole time." Tiku said, "Yes, the food was not hiding from you. Your attention was." Momo climbed carefully, not frantic now. He picked fruit and ate. Sweetness spread through him like light. He handed fruit down to Tiku and said, "Thank you." Then he admitted, "I thought the food was gone. but I was moving too fast to see it. Tiku chewed slowly. A mind packed with worries leaves no room for wisdom. When you carry every direction at once, you carry a heavy load. Momo sat under the tree and listened to his own breath. He felt tired, but it was a clean tired, not a fearful one. Momo asked, "So my mind is tired because it keeps running?" Tiku replied, "Yes, it runs to the past, to the future, to what if. It runs in 4 directions at once. No wonder it collapses." Momo looked at his hands. "How do I remember when I panic?" Tiku said, "Stop, breathe, choose one path, take one step, then another. The forest will not open its hands to a frantic heart, but it will guide a steady one. And if you are listening with a noisy mind, remember Momo on the rock. Your thoughts may be loud, but you are not your thoughts." Empty your mind for a moment. Focus on one small thing you can do right now. One breath, one step. Your strength is still there. It is just buried under noise.